Hello guys, welcome to Chelsea Blues TV, and today we'll be talking about Chelsea's transfer so far, especially the defense. I'll be focusing on the defense today because, as we all know, Chelsea have actually completed the signing of Lacrosse from Crystal Palace for £52 million. That is, for me, an amazing signing, absolutely amazing. But I wanted to just tell you that I think Chelsea needs one more signing in defensive area, and especially that we have John Stones available on a free transfer. That will be a steal. That is a no-brainer for me. It's a must signing for Chelsea. And I know we have Levi Colwill and then we have Lacrosse now, which is going to be a good partnership if we're playing the back four. But even if you're playing the back four, we still need that extra backup defender that is reliable and is matured enough in the dressing room. So I know we have Fofana. So right now we have Fofana, we have Levi Colwill, now we have Lacrosse, and then we have Acheampong. Anything can happen. Fofana might be injured, and then we just left with only Lacrosse and Levi Colwill and Acheampong. I don't think that's solid enough. So we need one more defender, and of course, there's been the speculation of John Stones being the defender that Chelsea are looking at, and he's a free transfer, and I'm hearing that there's been contacts with his representatives to see if there could be a possible move to Chelsea, and I think that would be a masterstroke signing for Chelsea. Let me explain why. We need maturity in our team. Every area where we can get the maturity, it is actually appreciated. John Stones will give sort of an example of similarity to Silva. We have Silva. We signed him for just a few years, and then he kept renewing his contract, and he eventually stayed with Chelsea for about 4 years. And that's what we need. And he brought a lot of experience, a lot of maturity, a lot of stability to our defense. We need someone like that, and John Stones seemingly looks like someone that can give us that. Guys, let me know what you think about this in the comment section below. If you think John Stones is someone we need, I think we need John Stones to help us in terms of being matured. Now, in terms of experience, he also checks the box because he's been a champion over and over again with Manchester City. He's been a Champions League champion with Manchester City. He's played in this league, in the Premier League, for years. He knows how to calm pressure. He knows how to deal with high lines and low blocks and all of that. So having someone like that is very, very important. And I think for a free transfer, John Stones is someone that Chelsea really needs to get. And what we're hearing that there's contact. We hope that is like really concrete and not just one of those things. And also, John Stones will give you some sort of matured presence in the dressing room. Okay, when we're signing this kind of people, it's not only for playing. It's not only for the guy had to come and play all the time. Sometimes it's also because you need that matured presence in the dressing room, and John Stones can give us that. We are going to sign Granit Xhaka, but that cooled off, and Sunderland are not willing to sell, so that cooled off. But if we had maybe Granit Xhaka in the midfield and John Stones also in the defense, then you see how your team is beginning to be more blend of matured players and really young players. You blend them together. That is how you build a team that is formidable. When things are going wrong, you need these guys are the guys that would come up and step up and make things happen. So for me, John Stones is a no-brainer. We should sign John Stones as well alongside Macron that we've signed, so that if we are playing a back three, we can have John Stones, Macron, and Levi Colwill. That is a solid back three. And if we're playing back four, we can have McRoy and Levi Colwill, and then there is Fofana and John Stones to step in when we need to, and then we also have Acheampong that will come in at some point. So you see, for me, I feel like John Stones might be just the missing piece that we need to solidify our defense. Let's go to the midfield. We're hearing that Bruno Guimaraes is almost likely going to sign for Arsenal. He's not. He prefers Arsenal, so he doesn't he will come to Chelsea only if Arsenal doesn't meet up the requirements that Newcastle are asking for. So right now, Newcastle are looking for 85 million, right? Arsenal, Newcastle are looking for 85 to 90 million pounds. Arsenal are offering just above 70 million pounds, the new bid, improved bid of above 70 million pounds. We don't know if Newcastle will reject that, and we don't know Chelsea. What I'm hearing is that Chelsea are willing to go up to 80 million pounds to get deals done, but it doesn't seem like it's a priority. So let's see how that one plays out. But it's almost guaranteed, almost likely that Arsenal would get this one done. But don't rule out Chelsea. I would really like to see Bruno Guimaraes in Chelsea, but it's almost like a done deal for Arsenal. So the other one that I want to talk about was the Aleš Begovic from Bosnia, the player from Bayer Leverkusen, the 18-year-old from Bayer Leverkusen, very, very good player. He scored an amazing goal at the World Cup, and I just watched his highlights and his reels and all of that. He's a very good player. He can take his man on, and he can shoot as well. He scored a lot of goals from outside of the 18-yard box. That is something. I love players that do that. I love players that can do that. It tells me that you can make something happen from nowhere. He scored beautiful goals, beautiful assists. He can take his man on and all of that. Example of that is the goal he scored in the World Cup. So he's a very good player. My only worry is, we've got to ask questions, right? The only worry for me is we have similar players of the same age. We have Jesse Derry, that is currently on loan at Sporting Lisbon. My thought was Jesse Derry was going to come back to Chelsea and try to get a spot next season, maybe a backup spot to to Gittins and Morgan Rogers, where Morgan Rogers plays on the left wing. Morgan Rogers can play both on the left wing and in number 10. So I felt like maybe Jesse Derry would be the backup when he comes back on loan. But having to buy this guy, this Aleš Begovic, I don't think that Chelsea are really planning to have the both of them next season compete for one position alongside with Gittins. So I don't know how the plan is with Gittins, Aleš Begovic, if we get him, and Jesse Derry next season. What's the plan for all of that? For now, Chelsea are looking to get him, and the fees is rumored around, I think the fee is rumored around 32 million pounds, all inclusive, add-ons inclusive, and bonuses inclusive. And so when it comes to agreeing personal terms, this is not a big deal. Players agree personal terms all the time. We already agreed personal terms of 3 million pounds per year plus bonuses. So that's already agreed. We're just waiting club to club to agree, and that's what we're waiting for. So he's a good player. He's a very, very good player. The other worry that I have is, the other doubt that I have is, can he survive in the Premier League? He's doing it in the Bundesliga. He's doing it in all these other leagues. But can he survive in the Premier League? He doesn't need to be more developed, upper body strength developed, to match the Premier League intensity. We don't know that yet. But from what we are seeing, from the highlights, you can see the guy is really good. Looks like a real deal, So we'll see how that develops. I'll let you know how that develops. If we get anything else on that, I'll let you know. In the meantime, I just want you to subscribe to this channel, follow this channel, like this channel, just hit the like button so YouTube can suggest the channel to more people, and we can grow from here. All right, see you on my next video.